Apparently I'm running late because we already have 3 people in the thing, so I suppose we're getting straight into this. So, Mr. Unknown, Jesper and Viking, let's get down to starting the things. I'm out of practice with this, actually. I haven't played Mahjong since the last time I did this, which is always a generally bad thing. And yes, first game, Jesper's been in months. And he needs a result, actually, in a lot of ways in terms of the overall league table, which I didn't update, actually. But we'll see. Anyway, let's see how we're doing for the start of this. We have Ipeco and a pair potentially on. 3 people were already ready to play, and that's gone down a little bit here. No, I couldn't do both on time. I wasn't sure how close I was to the first stream being on time, actually. I was trying to do it exact, but YouTube being YouTube, it wouldn't start when I wanted it to. It took ages to do the preview for it. Anyway, we continue on, and we're looking quite good for Pinfu Ipeco here. If I can build something off of the 5 so, that'd be very nice. Failing that, just drawing that 5 would give me something. Drawing a 2 opens the Pinfu up quite nicely. We shall see. Yeah, again, don't really want to call that. 2-2s have already been played, so we're getting a bit thin on useful tiles. And yes, hey Keiichi. Evening Kyrol. And hey Marishin. No worries, Mara. Have a good evening. I'll see you tomorrow at some point. If I have to drop the door dragon for it this hand, though, I'd be cool. Yeah, 1 for the moment. It's possible this will extend and I'll need to get rid of the 5 anyway, but I'm looking still for the Ipeco here. Okay, that's Pinfu. So, if I can get something off of this 5, reach Pinfu, 1 Dora. Evening, Matt. How are we doing? Oh, that would have been a pair of West. Wouldn't have been a great way to have gone that way, though. Drawing a pair of Dora Dragons, I'd probably go with it, but indeed. Night, all the many people who watch my Mahjong streams these days, including Mr. Mystery Man. And there's my first 5 that's gone. Actually, no, I don't need the 5 anymore. Yeah, I'm going to risk the dragon. It's risky, but I've now drawn what it would effectively be for a 10. Darn it. Should have... I mean, in fairness, this was the time to risk it if I was going to. I can still just drop the 6 if I get something to play off here. South is not going to be it. And we're entering the 3rd row. I'm only 1 from Tenpai, but it's looking a little awkward. Also, hi Debbie. Okay, we'll play the 6 for the moment. I know it's the free drop on both sides. 6 drop already there. You know what? We might have noticed something like that. Right, let's drop that. I've still got the potential option of going Ipeco now if I draw the last 2. In fact, if I draw a 2 or a 5, that puts me into there, so... Hello, 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 Draconis. We have far too many players playing this these days. But the return of Jester, and there is a late reach from JPB. I have a safe tile if I need it. I have a number of safe tiles if I need them. And that will do for a follow-up safe tile. I'll try and keep the Tenpai if I can, of course, but... Okay, there we go. So, if I drop the 6 dot, it's not safe, guaranteed.
Wrong.
Told you it wasn't safe, guaranteed. There we go, Mungan. Okay. Not the best of starts, but I got rid of it in the first hand, so it would have been the correct choice to fold, but I just hit the tenpai at that point, and I was looking across rather than to the left. Still, my own failing on that and me being out of practice and being terrible. Possibly. This hand, though, is looking fairly strong. If I can develop it into a 6, 7, 8 Sanchiku, that'd be awesome, but we shall see. I'll take Tenhou Pinfu out of this. Okay, that's giving me the locked Sanchiku, potentially. So I can draw the 8 or a 7 so, ideally. Oh, please don't tell me it's done that again. Oh. Draconis. That would make it 3 for 3, and I would start thinking it's got real problems with Tenhou, in spite of the fact there's nothing I'm really doing. Alright, Green Dragon, last discard. I've already got rid of one earlier. One's safe across there. But this would be a nice hand if I could make the Dora Sanchiku. Okay, we'll dump that for now. That means I can still have the 5 and have a Tenhou hand if I need to. Indeed. Oof.
Home.
I could go and call this to accelerate, but I'm not there yet. Okay. So I'm in a closed 5-weight. I'm hoping I can draw a 7 and change it instead to a 3-sided weight here. Of course, it wouldn't necessarily be better. So I've now got the 7 for the call here. This could go really, really well here, depending on this. 2-5 gives me the Sanchiku Tenpai. No, I'm going to stay on the 5 so I'm going to stay on the 5 so for the moment. It's a big hand. It's a Mungen if I come back from this. So it's big enough that I want to try and get this. But if I were to ideally draw that 7, get the Sanchiku locked in, I'm in a 3-sided weight with extra Dora now. I'm not going to reach on the 5. It just doesn't feel like a good idea. Not for just the 5, anyway.
Each.
Somebody else, though, has had my level of idea. East should be safe. Yeah, it is. It's the last one. I do just record everything. This is true. I'm not going to count for the last 5. That would be a really silly idea. I also now have 3 safe tiles.
Don't.
I looked at the 2s before I did that. But there we go. Booyah, Mungen. Oh, we're having a blinder of a game so far. I do record pretty much everything we multiplayer in a lot of ways. I don't necessarily upload it, but I was trying to look at that. But yeah, nah. I am being rather oddly generous. In fairness, though, the hand was a Mungen comeback, so. All I have to do is give a Mungen over to JPB, and then I've done what I needed to do from the start. No, wait, it's the other way around. Well, you know, if you have the storage space, it's a fine option. Well, depends where your second game goes as well as your first. Nah, it's not a problem. The second one was a bit unfortunate. I knew that it would have to be a 1 dot weight only or some pair weight or something. It was a reach, so I was kind of figuring it probably wouldn't have been that. But then, of course, with the Kandora was reaching for that sort of purpose. It happens. If I'd have reached earlier on the 5 single weight, I might have been able to shove him off of it, but I somehow doubt it. Okay, we'll dump the south there. It's the first one, but... yeah, you mentioned that a little while ago, actually. I'm not sure what I'm doing with this hand particularly, so I'm going to hold off. I've now got 5 pairs. Yeah, I have 5 pairs. So I'm 1 away from a 7 pairs tempo. I'd love to draw a 6 dot just to, try and get some Dora out of this, but... If I draw my tempo in the next 2, I'm probably just going to go for this. Then again. So I can still go 7 pairs, but we're kind of opening ourselves up to a late toy push here. No, that's... he's had that sort of game. Oh yeah, he's dropped a full Hatsu set. I'm debating the push here, but it's not going to happen. I've already discarded the 2, so... How many draws have I got left? I've got 2 draws. Yeah, but I'm not likely to be pulling off a double Yakuman anytime soon. I haven't pulled off a single Yakuman yet, so... Yeah, okay, that's Dora. Okay, let's take a step back and try and push ourselves towards this 7 pairs a little more. There's still 6s out there. Well, I really am going to have to play a 7 right now. I think it's all my 5s eaten up as well. Nope. Points go to you. Right, dealer turn. Okay then. So I've got the speed if I want it.
Boom.
I've got the interesting move if I want it, but I do need the speed. Could try and push this to a Honitsu, but I do not want to Khan yet. I need to Khan a little later. No, he isn't. I have no idea who JPB is.
Khan.
That's just being greedy, sir. That is just being greedy. Other than being a watcher, I have no idea. We possibly did. Oh, for God's sake. I'm in need of a huge hand. I'm just giving away a triplet in 4 turns. I don't think it could have made that worse if it suddenly became Dora. Okay. I still have options. I'm miles from Tenpai, though.
Dong.
And that's killed my dealer turn off. I think somebody has been practicing. Or somebody is determined to kill my luck. Why couldn't you play? I mean, there's game in progress here. I'm not sure it allows 2 at once, but it should do. I think we did have this issue with Debbie as well, but I can't remember how we solved that. I have a set of Ciles, which is nice, and I'm building towards a Honitsu, which kind of is my best plan right now. Why are you putting bugs in my pants? In what is possibly one of the oddest things I've said on this channel. No, probably not the oddest.
Sumo.
Riichi Mahjong. That is gonna be problematic for me now. Mungan only. I'm down to 6,000 points then. I think we're gonna have a heck of a last round to come back from this.
Home.
At least I didn't pull it off hand for Byman or whatever I did a while back. I'm sure it was you I got the direct hit on with Byman with that particular hand. Okay. Indeed, we saw nothing, Mr. JPB.
Home.
Oh, we didn't do that. Oh, maybe it was you. I don't remember. I hit somebody directly with that. And it did go to Byman.
Chi.
Okay. So, what can I actually do with this? No, a couple of whites are gone. In fact, all the whites are gone. Okay, that's building up quite nicely. I could really do with some Khans being declared at this stage. I pretty much can't play defensive anymore. I've got to have a go at this. Unless unless I'm going for my dealer rampage, which may or may not work. Indeed. No Mara here. Okay. I've had worse hands. This actually isn't too bad, in fairness. I just again had no door, and I'm not going to be able to get a huge benefit out of this one.
Home.
No, we're not calling the Norse on that one. In fairness, though, this is getting there. I'm only one away now. If I draw the 8 dot, it's probably where I want to be at this point. Reach Sanchku is probably my best bet at getting anything decent back. So I might have to go for that even if I draw my Tenpai here. It'd be a North freeway, which isn't particularly the best, but I'd take it if I had to. It's not just about getting a win. I need something. I'm almost tempted to drop the North Winds, actually, to try and help myself out on that. Here's hoping. Ugh. Come on, I just need that 8 dot, really. I mean, it wouldn't be... Oh, god damn you, sir. And there's that 8 dot I wanted. And that was so cheap. So dirt cheap. Okay. What have I even got coming into this? Basically nothing. Okay. I'm almost tempted to call that. I'm not going to, though. Red Dragon Chanter is about much that I can manage here. And even that's looking a little on the dodgy side. I hope he's tempting fate. I need him to be. Okay. All honesty, I should be trying to push the chance side of things here, but this has just already gone away from me far too quickly. I've had the 1, 2, 3 as well. This if this builds towards the chanter, I'd be quite happy. But safe tile, safe tile.
Sumo.
Self-draw. That is Mongan. He has the lead. Right. Clutch time. What can we manage with this? I have a door in my opening hand. I have a reasonable starting layout. And to be honest, I just want to win. In fact, I have to win. The only way about this now. I have to start winning and winning big. If I could afford to call things, I'd be calling things. Keep the east as long as we can.
Home.
I don't know why he's rushing. Unless he has a hand he thinks can actually overhaul to second. That's not doing us a lot of good. Okay. Let's get rid of the 1-2 close weight here. Just what I needed to do right now. Get rid of a whole 3 8-sos immediately. I need to draw a 2 dot, really. Oh, God. Okay. In fairness, I brought this bad luck on myself. I've dealt into 2 easy Mungans.
Home.
And I'm just not drawing anything useful against this, which is probably a Chinitsu. Well, actually, it probably isn't a Chinitsu looking at that. It's probably a Toitoi 1, the way it's going. Unless he has a triplet of the ones, in which case he would have called earlier. And 2 are gone, so he doesn't have that. Okay, 1 from Tenpai. There is no Itsu here.
Riichi.
Okay, here we go. Two-sided. Have to go for it because I've got no other choice here. It also needs to be a reach because I've got the pair of east winds. If I'd gone the other way around, I'd have had the three-sided wait and I preferred that, and if I'd have waited, I'd have had the Itsu. All of ones are gone. There's only one. I'm hoping that's going to get more scared off for it, but they shouldn't be scared of what I've got. It's all about survival. And finally hitting Tenpai. It had to reach. I've got so few points, I have to reach. Go for North Uradura. Reach Sumo, 2 Uradura. I'll take that. Add a Haite onto the end. Okay, come on. Haite draw. Haite might actually make... No, that'd be Mungan. I think. Nope. So, huzzah, I've earned some points back. Points! Okay, what have we got this time? We have... not a lot. Gonna need a few, I think. I'm only 38,000 points behind, though. There's ways back into this game yet. In fairness, you only had the 4-man to worry about, actually, but... we are getting close. We have very rapid Senpai. Okay, I'm going to drop the west winds and keep the ones. West and west will be fine. Leaves me 2 pairs that I can possibly go into a bit later. Oh, still 3 pairs, actually. But also, I'm going to shut the window. I've just realised the window's open. I'm just guarding anything I want. There we go. Alright, east wind. If I draw 9s and get rid of this closed set of things here, I might be able to make something work with it, but... God darn. Drop the easts.
Chi.
Also, darn you. So I shall say, darn you. You were causing me problems. Okay, I have 2 for Tenpai. Now I'm back in the same situation I am. Oh, hell, the pants cricket. Well, I'll be honest, if it works, I'll take the pants cricket. 7 is safe. I may have to gamble on a dot discard in a little bit. Which is not where I want to be.
Riichi.
I have no chance here. There's one so left. There's 2 3 dots left. If I draw either of them, it's Sananko. And I put a CG out. Come on, 3 dots unlikely to come out, in fairness, but come on, cheap. It would be quite cheap if somebody else dealt in fairness, but the last one so would be awesome right now. God, I need this Sananko now. Come on, give me something. I've also got to pay attention because if I miss it, that's going to be even worse. South. Every time there's a pause, I'm just waiting for him to pounce. I'll take the Khan as well. If a 7 or 8 came up, I don't think there's any... No, there is potentially Khandor on. So if I were to draw either of those, I could Khan for it as well. Not a lot left. One more draw.
Sumo.
Sumo Sananko! Reach Sumo Sananko and no Uridura, but that is Mungan. Game on! Game on! Alright. It was mine.
Home.
Alright, somebody's pushing. They're trying to secure second for themselves now because it is really tight. I wouldn't need much to take second right now. In fact, if JPB deals in to somebody else, I might get second on that basis as well. If I can get a Hanneman off of the person to my right, that would just cap the perfect return. But it's not there. This is quite good for Tenhou, actually. I could go quick if I wanted to. And in fact, I may have to push and go for this.
Home.
Darn it. He overcalled me with that. Well, let's see what happens. I'm 1 from Pinfu. Actually, no, I'm not. Tell a lie. I'm not 1 from Pinfu. I am, however, getting reasonably close to an Itsu. Which, if anything, would be poetic, because, you know, I'm never allowed to get those.
Riichi.
Here's a reach plus a call. He must be in Tenpai from that. And also, if he plays a 3-6-2-5, I can call him the Tenpai. And dear God, this game's getting a bit mad. If anything else, I've put the panic button on this game. This is madness. The dragon is safe, thankfully, but this is a mad, mad end.
Chi.
2-5. 5 is a reasonably safe tile here. We'll see.
Dong.
Right, game's still on. Cantadora 1. Whew. Okay. I'm sorry, I've said game on. We're taking this as far as it'll go. Oh, my luck is so in right now. This is a ridiculous hand. Dear God, that cricket. Doubting the cricket has clearly been my greatest downfall. I have 2 Dora in this hand at the moment. West, unfortunately, is not my bonus wind. But I am 1 from Tenpai right now. If I draw a 6, there's a Pinfu Tenpai. TMI, indeed. I mean, I'm aware of why, but, you know. I'll take Pinfu 2 Dora right now, because that would definitely secure me second. If I can draw the 6, which is my ideal draw right now.
Boom.
This is second double south, I've noticed as well. He's had that call before to start things off. 17,000. It's still out of Mungan range.
Eat.
Actually, no, he isn't. He's in Mungan range right now. Unfortunately, I can't call for Tenpai right now because I've got my West as a bonus pair. They're safe tiles if I want to toss them, but right now...
Dong.
How big's the hand? I think that is gonna keep me in third. It is. Darn it, Jesper! But still, I will take third from that result, in all fairness. That was rather... Yeah, seriously, you forced a second. It just happened. He killed my comeback, that's what he did. And number 2. More luck requested. I definitely want more luck, I'll be honest. If there's more luck available, I will definitely try and steal it. But I'll take third from that. I mean, where I was in going into the final round, I've definitely taken third. I've probably taken third at the start of the game, in all honesty, but... Yeah, JPB is having a bit of luck, isn't he? Shame nobody knows who he is, so I can't give a reward. I would have to probably give it to Marigin. Yeah, he did, actually. I need to update the league tables. I'm thinking. No, I think 1 is more than enough. Ah!
Eat.
Okay, JPB reach. So, dealer reach in East 1. How do we handle this? We get rid of our 9s, I think. And we'll see what happens. Too many bugs. That's all I shall say. Too many bugs. Have you seriously not won any of them? I'm sure you had. I might be mistaken in that one though, but I'm sure you've won one. Okay, 5, 6, 7 Sand Q is potentially on. Traitor. I probably shouldn't be pushing that so hard. If I draw a 5, though, I'm now in the Sanshikyu Peiko Tenpai. If I draw an 8, actually, I'd still be in the Pinfu Tenpai, so...
Chi.
In all honesty, I would take it. 4 is oddly more likely to be a safe tile than the 1 is right now, but... So Pinfu... Yeah, it'd just be Pinfu Red Dora. If that did come up. 3 is safe. If he does play the 5 or the 8, I doubt he will, but I will go for the lunge. Wrong 5. Just going off the Suji from up there, and we're going to get another draw. And nope, he was waiting on close 7. You were waiting up there for the 4-7. Okay, round 2. Oh, still round 1 effectively, but you know. First repeat. Let's toss the White Dragon as well here.
Riichi.
I was about to say I'm on for a 2-3-4 Sanshikyu potentially, or 1-2-3 possibly. But that's a dodgy one at that point. Let's play South. It's not his bonus tile for the moment. Don't want to do too much messing around at this stage if I can avoid it. Potentially got an Peiko Pinfu. Well, yeah, it would be Peiko Pinfu and that would be it. So I have one safe tile. I'll have a second safe tile coming up as well. We hope. Red Dragon would be dodgy right about now. Tuso is not exactly safe either, but we'll take it. Gamble on the door indicator for a nothing hand that's still 2 away from Tenpai. That's great playing. 6 dots. I haven't had nothing confirmed about 6 dot at all. I might have to start thinking fold here. Thinking time being used up to gamble right now. Oh, did get a pair of dragons though. Glad I didn't toss that a little earlier. And I have a 9, which is confirmed safe. I could still potentially turn this into a hand. How much more gambling do I think I need to do? A 4 was played, so I have this as a safe option if I need it. So I could go dragon, call that 7 passes. Hatsu's been proven safe, so that's fine. 4 and 6 we have as dual safe tiles for the moment. I have folded this one, by the way, but kind of have to in this situation. It's a long game. I could always carn for victory, but no. Carning for victory, not an option for me right now. I've got one more draw after this. Oh, no. Oh, I was misaligned. Okay, that's fine. Right, so exactly the same situation again. Going to go into the third repeat. Oh, sorry, well, yeah, bonus 2, so yeah. South. Keep these for the moment while it's still potentially useful. Okay, this stage just gun for 3,000 points. Because there is 3,000 points sitting on the table for those plus 600 bonus points. So minimum win is about 4,600 points right now, which is enough. Alright, one to go. I'd like to draw a 4 in an ideal world. Less than ideal world, I'd definitely take the short win here just to pick up the reach sticks that have been put in already. Six wouldn't be a bad draw for me either, actually, it has to be said. I'll probably then cut the 9s and see if I can make this Tenhou.
Riichi.
Okay, we'll go for the pair weight. So 9-3. This feels right based on the board, in fairness. And I've just put out the CG tile, so we'll see. And I got 3 so as a backup weight though. I don't expect that to pay off. I do still have 4 available winning tiles though. And that 5 was really dodgy against me in a lot of ways. Interesting.
Riichi.
All I can say about that is bugger. Thankfully it wasn't an immediate deal in, though I was expecting it to be.
Sumo.
We'll take the sumo though, and we'll take the extra 5,000 points from this. Reach sumo, 7,000 points. We know which hand to try and win. That's the important one, the one that's got the most points. But we take the lead, such as it is. Yeah, 4 high 6 HQ potentially, maybe. Oh, we'll see. Okay, so now I've got 2 Doras, so we're sitting quite well. We're sitting quite nicely here, as we said. Do I want to call this?
Home.
I think this is an accelerating hand here, but we can get rid of the 1 easy enough and make this Tenhou, so I'm actually happy to go for this. Oh god, okay. We'll debate. We are definitely going to debate this one. If I can get another tile, or if I can get rid of the 1 bamboo quickly enough. In many ways, I'd almost want to take the... I'd almost want to show door free if I could. And get people to fold, but that actually worked really nicely for me there. So I'm not quite there yet. If I cut that, I'm in tenpai for the 7. But I'm going to keep the value. If I draw a 5, I might go calm that. Well, actually, I did get rid of one earlier, didn't I? Let's see. East goes away. Anyways, the best thing I can call right now is annoyingly the 4. And then I would have to cut the 3 or the 6. Or put myself into a single door weight effectively. It's going to be a bad way to whichever way I do this, actually, so I should probably just call the 4 if it comes up. And if I'd have gone for it, I might have got the 7s. But oh well.
Riichi.
Okay, let's cut the 1 and try and get ourselves into a at least tenpai.
Riichi.
Definitely get ourselves into something now, though goodness knows what that's going to be. Oh, joy of joys. I am crazy. I am crazy. I didn't even hit tenpai from that. You know. It's not the first time I've been accused of being crazy, let's be honest. That's basically undone my effective win. Okay, so we have a double weight there. We're now 1 from tenpai. It unfortunately isn't going to be pinfu with the easts. Or it'll be east and just waiting on a 2-sided weight, which is the way I prefer it.
Chi.
Hey, never accuse me of playing well. Never accuse me of that. It just can't be done. At least not when I've been up since R5. I choose to do it at this time, though. I should really think about moving it, but it's the traditional time now. It's a nice sort of wind down thing. We're close. Love to call that, but I'm not going to be able to because I don't have my east set up yet.
Wrong.
Oh, there we go. That is an Itsu. There's an Itsu with one door, darn you. No, Itsu with two door, actually. And that puts me nicely back into last place. Which, based on my performances this game, I do deserve to be in. Okay, let's see what we can do to recover. No worries, I'll catch you another time. I feel like I'm about to pass out in any case, so... So, two-door, but no easy Yaku. Situation I've been in many a time. Many a time. I'm not that far off of last, though, so I don't need to panic about anything. I just need to progress if I can. Let's have to go away. It would be an ideal draw, but it's not really helpful for me right this moment. And again, not massively helpful. Could potentially work with this though. Alright, let's get rid of my closed weight. I realize that's Fedora side, but okay, cut Fedora at the wrong time. This is living a bit dangerously. Third row, I should not be cutting open door tiles. Or sevens or a freeze of any kind if I can avoid it. Certainly not for a hand that is going to be practically worthless once I'm down. I mean, even at best, I'm 2 from Tenpai, so... At worst, I've got some insanity available.
Sumo.
Thankfully, though, it's killed before it gets to the point of me attempting insanity. And that puts you now 10,000 words ahead of me. Yep. With a free coloured hand. And yes, I did get rid of my own wind, but I've got 3 dragons as well, so... Priority is the one that's less likely to be called by other people. Which really it shouldn't be. It should be the other way around. Might still be able to make something out of this. As it happens, 2 white dragons. It's what kills me in most games, in fairness, when I just get to the third row and I'm still kind of in attack mentality when I really shouldn't be. I mean, sometimes it is worth it. If you are basically there, then it can be worth trying to attack it, but I certainly shouldn't be trying to force anything once I'm in the third row. Not unless I am extremely desperate for points. Well, one from Tenpai. Could do a draw in the White Dragon just to get myself that... just to add the reach on top. But in fairness, I'm not that far behind. I can afford to have a slow hand.
Han.
Yeah, but sometimes you are forced to. In this case, I'm just being observant. Now I'm being optimistic. Especially as I've got Dora Dragons.
Riichi.
Or Condor Dragons as they actually are. Come on, play a White Dragon. I need something. That's safe though, so we'll go with that. I do need something. Come on. This is the trap here if it comes off. The only downside is I think you might want the 5.
Home.
Gamble, because I have to.
Home.
Yay. I unfortunately can't take that.
Home.
It has to be the White Dragon. Which is the big downer of not getting that.
Dong.
Haite! There we go. I'll take that. I've pushed on worse. You know it. Yeah, in my defense, I got the dragons mixed up again, which I do when I'm tired. But, you know, that happens occasionally. And it's, yeah, as I say, it's far from the worst I've done against him. I've bluffed a Chinitsu against him before. No, definitely, I'll take what I can get, but I've bluffed a Chinitsu against him before. Chinitsu versus Chinitsu war. I was tempted there, but I've got the double east available, so I don't need to hamper myself just yet. Or I don't need to hamstring myself to that. I can also have the Ipeiko if I want it here. Double ton Ipeiko would be fine. Well, actually, double ton Ipeiko Dora 1. This is a Dila Mungan. I am very well set up for.
Riichi.
Or No, we'll take this. That may be a bit of a bad decision in terms of the number of winning tiles, but this leaves me free. So Fedora Indicator, East Wind. Free tiles I can win with. But if I do get the East, that is a huge win for me. Especially in context of where the game currently is positioned. It's quite a tight game.
Sumo.
Sumo will do. 3 Sumo Ipeiko, extra Dora. No Urdura, but Mungan is enough.
Home.
I technically have the option of calling this. I'm not going to though, because I think it's going to be more valuable left open. I might call it now just to get Tenhou into it, just to go for Tenhou here. It depends how things develop. But I might need the Pinfu Ipeiko side of things. On second thought, let's just go for it. I'm happy to take a cheap win out of this one. Should probably have left the 3 in because I could have called the 4, but... Oh, there we go. Right, 3-6. Wrong 6. I'm trying to work out whether it's better to swap at this stage, but I think that's still fine. Again, no point in calling that. I haven't played any Sozu tiles, so it's still dangerous in any case. There we go.
Dong.
Thank you, JPB. Tenhou Red Dora. Now this time we know which dragon it is. It's not that one. If I can go on a bit of a dealer rampage and build up a bit of a lead, I'd be quite grateful at this stage. We'll see though. Another Ipeiko Pinfu. Well, actually it wouldn't be. Actually it might be. Might be. Just have multiple pairs building up this all. It's going okay right now. That was cheap though. That wasn't necessarily a woohoo, but the first one was. And it's just building up and trying to build to that rampage territory. Unfortunately, the tiles I'm drawing up aren't assisting greatly at this stage. And more crickets. Okay, that's not a bad draw. It's definitely the crickets. Ah, jeez. It's a strange day, I'll say. It's a strange day. Unless I can draw 6 and 3 here, I don't think this is necessarily going to help. And I've drawn a for a 10 thing there. We'll get rid of a 6 dot now. I have 2 safe tiles for definite. I have multiple safe tiles for definite, and I've redrawn that, so that's all good. I'm technically in Tenpai if I draw a 7. Tempting, but no. call that because it's 8. So I've got a potential Pinfu on. If I can draw the 4 or the 1, that would be best, I think. No, actually, that'd have to be the 4. Could go for the pairs option. But we already know the 1's safe, so that's okay.
Sumo.
And there's a self-draw, so I will lose those points here. And he gets it. God darn you, Itsus! Well, I'm still solid enough from that. I built up enough with that dealer turn to put myself into the lead. Now just a case of holding steady. And not giving Jesper his first win. So I'm in for Pinfu if I draw the 2 dot now. I didn't, of course, but you know. Okay, White Dragon from JPB. Oh dear. Things are not going well in Camp Viking right now. Though how he knows that, I don't know. Okay, Westwind is live. Let's not gamble because that is his.
Each.
Okay, something's gone a bit wrong here. Something has just gone very wrong. I thought it was odd. I know a lot that's easily safe here. I'm going to have to take some gambling. No, actually, I've got the 4 dot for now. I'm going to fold.
Chi.
Apparently an option that nobody else is going for.
Dong.
Okay. GPD now circling the drain. I'm still in the lead. Just. Dora in my opening hand. Let's just see. Well, it wasn't better because it didn't happen. I mean, the perfect weight is the one nobody considers to be a valid weight. I'm not sure what I'm doing with this at the moment. I'm sort of all over the place. 4 pairs, plus that setup. That looks better. So this now gives me potential Ipeco Pinfu. Okay, we'll dump my 9s.
Home.
Rob the dealer, rob the dealer, rob the dealer. Unless his name is Rob.
Home.
Somebody's on a bit of a rampage. Could still snaffle this if I wanted to, but I'm starting to think I shouldn't.
Dong.
2,900 is getting a bit dodgy now. Yes, you can. It's easy, just give me points. The only reason I played that is because somebody else paused on it, so I wanted to just see if they would make the decision on the second one. It's also at least tile for me, so... In many ways, this hand's a bit of a mess in spite of the dragon set there, but... We'll see. Might be able to make something out of this. Intentions, you know. Points for the pointless. Skulls for the throne of Corn.
Boom.
Double ton again. Kind of silly play is that?
Chi.
We'll take that because that's Dragon Door.
Riichi.
That's just annoying, you know. So I've got two really dodgy tiles to get rid of here. Best thing I can do for this hand is just draw the... Oh, indeed, one tile, of course. Right, so I'm on the last 6 dot or the last 6... No, it's not quite that. Not quite. It's not far off it, though. Is 7 better? Don't think it is, and the 6 isn't necessarily safer either.
Dong.
There we go. Dragon Dora. And an extra 1,000 points from that reach stick. JV now on 2,100 points. It's possible that he could be busted out to allow me to win. The Hatsu was, but... You know... But mind you, my other options weren't exactly safe either.
Boom.
Yeah, I'm going for anything that gives me even a sniff of being able to bust JPV out right now. Failing that, just speeding on and getting the win would, you know, be beneficial as well. So I'm bringing this game to a quick resolution. Then that obviously secures my victory. Which, you know, is important. Do you need to draw a pair to end this, though? So, ideal world, draw the 3. That might be okay. That might be beneficial as well. That leaves me the 4-7 potential weights here. Darn it. Okay, I'm now in a closed weight for the 3.
Boom.
So the Dora indicator for victory, potentially, if it's played by JPB. It's 2 Dora, so it's 1 Dora plus... We're not in a dealer repeat, are we? No. Okay, playing 9.
Dong.
That might be game. Okay, I'm dealer. 100 points prevented me from just winning out of that. Northwind. I lead by not a lot in the grand scheme of things. Oh. Well, I feel really good about that now. I still feel really good about that. Dora 4, Dora 5, anything that looks Hanneman-ish from dealer, I was definitely happy. We have another Dora in this hand. I don't particularly need it, but still. Yakiman comeback now, come on. JPB can get Yakiman to come back. I don't know how, but I would guess it's possible. Well, actually, all of them matter up to this point because we're basically scored based on the number of points we have, so it just means the game continues. He's not allowed to declare reach. Would have made my last dealer turn potentially more interesting in terms of what I needed to do. Yeah, we'll go with that. So 8 dot for... No, we'll hold off. Still looking for the Pinfu here, if we can get it, because it's just quick, easy, and probably the safest thing I can go for right now. Of course, if we get a 2, I suppose that puts me into a position where I'd have to play a reach, which I don't want to do, but for the win, I take it. God damn it, I've had an Ipeco as well. Okay, Pinfu, 3-6. I really don't need it, but you know, I'm not going to give away bonus tiles while I can. So Pinfu, Dora Dora. Nearly reached. That will do. Thank you very much. That was a good game. How many Dora did I kill off that time? Well then. Just we're still looking for a win, I think. Yeah, thank you very much. I'll do one more and then I've got to go off to bed because I'm feeling a bit exhausted at the moment anyway. Ugh. Round 3 then. Oh, JBB is determined. He's determined now. What have we got then? We got this, which, you know, not bad. I can take this to start with. We're pressing Dora, but you know. Yeah, thank you. Rigged? Rigged? Get out, sir. In fact, actually, put you in timeout for saying it's rigged. Grr. I should really make you a moderator based on my rules on this thing.
Pump.
Yes, there you go. Party Commissar, you can be a moderator. It's only fair since I kicked you out. You have the power. Well, he's learned his lesson. He learns what I dislike, and therefore he goes out and polices for me. You know, it works. Also, I should be really paying more attention to the game. It's effectively on 2 screens because I have my sort of OBS screen on this side, but one can go. Starting a little less than likely I'm going to be able to pull anything out of this one, so that being said, now one from Tenhou. Okay, so I have 2 Dora. I could reach actually on the next tile. Just give myself a whole last row to try something. How many norths are left? 1 north, 1 7.
Riichi.
I'm going to go with the 6s instead. Playing 6 usually very, very dodgy against this in any case, but I don't know what he's talking about. What am I seriously doing?
Pump.
No, somebody's not folding. If that means he plays a 6 dot, well, so be it.
Sumo.
Well, fair enough. I have no complaints. Wasn't if it was a terrible hand, but yeah. It's East 1. Yeah, we'll go with that. Now that was a real crime. This is very true. Also, welcome back, moderator of Commissar. I was clearly much more lenient in the Council of Twitch days. Which should come again, actually. That was a fun series to stream. What to do with this? What to do with this, honestly, is hope I draw the 5 and just push this hand slightly on. I'm still 2 away, even at the best case. This is true. The Trickster God likes trolls. Something I would not have known had I have not done the Council of Twitch silliness.
Pump.
Ermel.
Riichi.
Okay, you can have your 3rd row reach. Largely because I don't have any safe tiles against him, in fairness. Well, actually, I do. I've got my 2 8s if I wanted it. Benson's got a pair of 9s. I'll get rid of those now anyway. Nearly had the Nageshi on, I've just realised. It sometimes works. There we go. We have some interesting times going on now, don't we? Hey, it is if you're a Shadowhawk. But I'll have to get in the lead first for that.
Dong.
Okay, 5200. Dealer takes a hit. I'm now the dealer. And I'm in last place, of course, but you know. Details. 1 dot. It's not too bad. Getting somewhere with this, even if it's not getting me to Yaku territory. I'm dealer, so any win will do. Though also I'm in last place, so I would like to get something just to tip the balance back towards me a little. Six, seven, eight Sanch Q potentially. Okay, it's on the red 5 now. Well, my mouse, certainly. Oh. Yep, thank you. Kinda, but if it pays off. This hand is just not paying off. I mean, it's technically got the Honitsu in there, but we'll see. Honitsu, Ipeiko. Okay, this is now Honitsu.
Riichi.
CG. I'm dealers. I'm tempted to try and fight this one, but we'll see what happens. have multiple safe discards, so... Okay, get rid of a Ciles here. We'll see what we can do to recover this. Because I don't think the 6s and 7s are that safe. East should be.
Dong.
Entertaining stuff going on, and that's the Ipatsu. APD has stolen my dealer turn with a huge hand. Well, that happened. We now have a 2-horse race. So this is a really tight 2-horse race now, which I'm hoping to take advantage of in the coming hands, but we'll see. In the meantime, I have the door in my opening hand, but really this is a very disjointed thing. Pretty much, in terms of points, I'm sort of sitting kind of happily in third at this stage, and it's very tight, about 18,000 points ahead of me between these two. Just on that one Ipatsu Jitoitsu. Horitsu. Still in this. But here comes attack. Horse? Indeed. I need a lot of closed weights in order to finish this hand off, really. So I don't think this is going to be the one. That, though, is helpful. Let's get rid of this.
Dong.
Oh, that is the luck disappearing, I think. He's now on 6,500 and circling the drain. I'm just barely hanging on in third.
But
over the Vikings dealer turn. Five, 6, 7 Sand Cue would be quite a nice hand to have right about now. Especially if I got the door in. Well, I would have door incorporated into it, but yeah, I might aim for that.
Chi. Riichi.
Okay, dealer reach on the 4th turn. Basically, I've got nothing great. Well, I got the 6 if I want to get rid of that, but that really kills off my hand value if I do that. And both of the leaders going for quick called wins if they can manage it. Alright, let's go with that. Gambling a little with that. Probably gambling a lot the next time as well, but if I can draw that 7. 7 dots, 7 man, I'm in. Assuming the 5 passes, which is not guaranteed to do. But I have a feeling he's after dots rather than anything. Or he's in an extremely silly way. West is live. It's not his wind though, so... Okay, pin 2, 4, 7. Not reaching because I still want to try and upgrade this to a... yeah, pass it.
Riichi.
No, let's see that 7 come out again. Nope.
Sumo.
Ah. If I'd have taken it, I'd have got more points out of it, but... The Merciful, apparently. I should have called that as well. That's my wind. In fairness, I wanted the Sanchiku, so...
Home. Long.
So I still have aspirations to try and win this.
Chi.
Not just yet. Well, that's my second 8 discarded in succession. Need something quite good now, I think. Forso or the 7-man right
Chi.
now. They're pretty much what I need. It's Dora either way, so I'm going to get rid of my 1s.
Chi.
Which, you know, is not proving to be a good idea right now, but still. It opens up my number of potential things to put me into Tenpai. If I can afford to risk the the 5 so against this hand, which is definitely Chinitsu. And possibly Itsu. Alright, screw it. Gonna give up the extra door here and just see what I can develop. Alright, good night.
Riichi.
God darn it. That unfortunately is gonna cost me, I think, that going back and forth. Thankfully I have another safe tile.
Sumo.
So drawn. That's gonna put me in last. That is definitely gonna put me in last. Okay. My last dealer turn, what can I do from here? Over lofty heights of second, darn you. Oh. Well, that's one such stream I do that. I mean, in fairness, it was out at that stage, but still. So it wasn't as bad as it could have been, but still. I gave up a pair for no reason. And the hand needs needs all the speed it can get really right now. Short of going for a bluff. Don't see that. That was kind of a pro move. Also, no spoilers. Oh, we would prefer you not to spoil, please. This is true, but still, it's the click before seeing what I've actually drawn, and I really need to stop doing that. I may just call and see if I can secure this, but... that helped. No, not that much, actually. I've already got my pair. Gives me more options, I guess. Call, get rid of a 9s, go for Tenhou. So get rid of a 9s. So these are quite cheap at this point in time, but I don't think I'm going to get lucky enough to do that.
Home.
So now 1 from Tenpai. Yeah, that wouldn't help me, so I'm okay with that. Damn it, I need this. I'll take the 9 if it comes up, because I do need something to put me in Tenpai right now.
Riichi.
This, of course, does not help, but that, of course, kills that off. Oh, and I'm now sinking. Last dealer turn done. He's securing his win, and I must now do everything I can to sabotage that. Must sabotage Jesper's win. In fairness, I'm not too far behind third, so I can at least compete for that. But I need something soon. It usually turns out to be the correct choice, unless you really need points, and you're in the lead, you don't need points particularly. Well, you do, but, you know. You'd rather not lose points, I think, is more important. Operation Send in the Tricksters.
Home.
One from Tenpai. No, I prefer to wait a little bit and see if I can't get this into a 1-2-3 or 2-3-4 Sanchiku. Okay, let's go that way around. I'm just going to bank on our closed 2-weight here.
Chi.
Okay, no. Okay, I'll leave things open here because I've still got other options. The drawing the 5-8 would be preferable right now. Or to keep drawing 7. Keep drawing 7 man. I can win with 7 mans. I can't really, but you know. Red Dragon. The 2 dots are still out there.
Home.
I'm in last place. I've got to play a bit risky. Even if it's not going to help anybody, including myself. Also, isn't a particularly good tile against that either.
Riichi.
Alright, counter reach.
Long.
Darn it. Oh, and you had all of them. Alright, that was not going to pay off. That was just not going to pay off. Right, it's out 4 then. I need a huge hand to counterattack for third. And the rest of it's kind of ridiculous. So, what absurd hand can I go for?
Home.
Toi Toi, Sankansu, Dora 4. There he is, points to recover, but I'm going to take them back. Revenge is coming, sir.
Chi.
Especially if I can Chinitsu Dora free this.
Home.
Yes, it's ambitious. It's hugely ambitious.
Chi.
But I'm gonna bluff the Chinitsu Dora free for all I'm worth. And hope it actually becomes Chinitsu Dora free. God darn it, it's just not going to let me have this, is it? Door 4 then. And this isn't even... No, this is Yakulus. I don't know what I did that for. No, that was really silly of me. I need to draw 5 Manzi tiles. That fit. You know, not a difficult task at all. Or hit Tenpai and then go for the Rinshan. That's also a possibility. Three more draws, and I need a couple of salves if they're available still. I didn't actually even really bother checking. And that's for the Hon. I really need the Chinitsu Door 3 though. Really, I think I've tied you up.
Han.
I'm not even going to hit Tenpai at this point. Alright. I could now potentially hit Tenpai, but I need a lot. 5 here. Nah, this is not going to be an epic comeback. It's just going to be me dancing along, doing not a lot. I've actually lost any chance of it now. I made him risk it at the end. I made him risk it, but that was ultimately not going to happen. We go again. In fairness, that was the bluffing of the Chinitsu Door 3 rather than, or Door 4 rather than anything else. There was nothing else about that hand that was going to work. So from here, to get this to a Yakuman, I would have to basically jump through hoops. This is not going to hit Yakuman. It might hit Mungan. If I could reach, it might hit Hanuman. I then need to directly hit somebody. Six, 7, 8, Tampin Sanchku. That's what I'm looking at here. I need that 7 dot. No, I need that 7 dot. No, he doesn't. I never have a possible Itsu anymore. I certainly don't with this hand. But Reach, Tampin, Sanchku, Masses of Uradura. If I can draw that 7, that's going to be it. There's my one chance at a comeback for anything. Wrong 7. This is the 7 we need. Come on. Wouldn't be the end of the world if it went the other way, but I prefer to reach with the Sanchku setup, or at least convert some of these to red 5s. Well, this one anyway. Either that or I need Viking to be in Tenpai and me to just be dragged along effectively. Done it. Alright, 1-7 down. I don't want to have to hope for Urida, but I think I'm getting to that stage now. And at most I'd get 2. Nope, not my game.
Home.
Though thankfully, it appears we're going to go on to another round.
Riichi.
Okay, at the death. Reach. Tanpin Sanshiku. 6. No. 6 man. Come on. 6 man. Done. 6 man. No. Heisei. Heisei Sumo. That is huge. It's not really huge enough. But that is huge. Hanneman at the death. I finished last, but it was close. Doing it. GD says. What more? Ah well. I only lose 32, so I'm actually quite happy with that overall. You are in the black, sir. Yeah, I didn't make out particularly well myself, though winning that one. It was amazing enough I got that Sanshku at the end, in all fairness. But anyway, that's the way the game goes sometimes, and I can't complain at that result. It was a good game overall. So thanks for joining me. I will update the charts and things tomorrow, hopefully. And if not, prod me until I do. And we'll definitely do this another time, probably end of the month. So I shall say until next time, folks. Thanks for joining me.